Hi everybody, now back here again, and today we've got another inbox review, and we're looking at Hobby Boss's TBD-1 Devastator. Okay, this is 148 flavour, and I believe there are 2 markings in it, so we'll get straight on and we'll get cracking. So normal Hobby Boss trumpeter instructions. Okay, all black and white with hopefully, yep, there we are, a coloured sheet for the marking. So we'll just put that over there. We'll look at that in a minute. So get straight cracking. We have our sprue map in there, okay, with the decal options and all that sort of stuff. And then we move straight into building up the cockpit. So a cockpit floor going on. So we've got the cockpit and the cockpit floor glued on underneath. We then put some bulkheads in, some pedals, moving on to some more bulkheads, some radio for the does this have a rear gunner? I can't remember whether this has a rear gunner or whether it's just an observator. Back there, navigator. Putting the seats in. Then we've got a upper deck that goes on with what looks like some more radio parts, which then we move on to putting some more bulkheads in, and then putting the fire extinguisher and some framing on there as well, behind the cockpit. Yeah, it does have a rear gun. Okay, so there we are, we've got the rear gun just there. So building that up and then attaching that to the rear of the cockpit before then that goes on to the into the fuselage. We then got the other part of the fuselage with the tail wheel going on, decals for the instrument panel, which is just there. Another what looks like a bulkhead in the front for what looks like a radiator. Then wings going together with the corrugated parts on the wings. The wheels going on. Flaps and the wing fold part. So I'm assuming you can have this folded or extended. It doesn't say whether, oh yes, it is the options. So if you want your folded, you put that part in, and if you want them down, also it's that part. We get a full engine by lots of it, with exhaust on there, which then the cowl goes over the top. Move on to the oh, we've got some doors, open doors here for the I know what that's for. So that's will be for the torpedo, so we can see where he's found the torpedo, right? So it's basically like an aimer's door, okay, aimer's hatch. We've got the prop going on, canopy starting to go together. Doors for where the rear gun is stowed. We've then got the canopy going on. I'm assuming that's another site. We do have a masking sheet, which I'll show you in just a minute. And then we've got the folded or extended wings going together, as you can see here, 2 parts. So getting rid of that seam along the leading edge is going to be a little bit of a pain, but if you take your time, it should be fine. And then you can see where you've got your foot wings down or extended. Tail surfaces going together before we then add the torpedo and its mount onto the fuselage, and or bombs. So we can add bombs to that. Okay, so that's the instructions. The marking options, we've got 2 marking options. So again, all your colour call outs are down the bottom just here. So we've got all over silver with the yellow wings. And then we've got the blue grey and light grey camouflage markings just there. So let's get straight into the plastic. So first up, we have a sprue, and again I'll just fetch these in. A sprue with the wheels on. We've got our bomb aimers doors, or torpedo aimers doors, and some nice rivet detail on the other side. They must be the wheel wells, and there is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, just a little bit of rivet detail in there, which is good. We have our undercarriage with brake lines, which is really nice to see. That's really nice. Okay. And then we have the engine parts. Okay, we've got our upper deck of the cockpit. Again, feels really raised. Rivet details is really nice. We've got some nice instrument detail for the cockpit. We have our torpedo with the nice rivet detail, really refined. We then have the wing fold area. Again, it's really nice, that actually. Our engines, like I said, seem to be well done. We have the cockpit floor to go underneath this part here, and then we have the bulkheads and some bombs. All really nicely done, really nice and refined. No injection pin marks anywhere, which is good. We have our fire hoses, fire extinguishers there, which is great. Next part is wrapped in some, so I'll just get this out. There's some delicate parts in here. I don't want to damage them. So we have our engine cowling, and we have some more bulkheads, seats, and pipes going from the engine. Okay, which is really nice. We've got our exhausts there. Some more bulkheads, which you can see is really well done. The gun. So there's some nice rivet detail on this. Okay, for the bulkheads. Nice raised rivet details. Some nice recessed details as well. Some really fine parts on here, so be really careful with this sprue when you're trying to take off these smaller parts. Either have a single bladed pair of snips, or use a saw, a little model saw. Over that, out of the way. Next up, we've got the fuselage. So we've got our main fuselage. We have some control surfaces, bulkheads, some flaps. Okay, so we'll have a look around this. Again, some really nice recessed rivets and panel lines. The ribbon looks quite fine on these control surfaces. Again, some more raised rivets on these parts. Flip it over. So we have the internals, and other than, where's my little pointer? Where's it gone? I'll just get this. Other than, you see that bit there and that bit there, you know, you'll have to deal with. I can't see any other bits there that concerns me. So no injection marks other than these parts, but I don't know whether you're going to see those, which is really nice. And then we've got this lower middle wing where the wheels go with this ribbon. Okay, so the only problem you'll get is when you're going to be joining these parts here. Okay, to get rid of the seam line along here. That'll be the hardest part of this build, I think. But again, the rivet detail is really nice. Even in the recess of these ribbons, we've got panel lines and rivets, which is brilliant. Last grey plastic sprue. So again, we've got the ribbon, okay, for the upper middle wings, and these are the outer wings, and then we've got the tail section, sections just here, okay, with a solid part for the main tail. And just checking, there's no sink parts. Normally when you get a part like that, or sometimes when you get a part like that and it's solid, you might get a sink mark, but I can't see any there, and I can't see any that side. So really well done, Hobby Boss. That looks really nice. We move on to the clear parts. So just open these up. Yeah, they're really nicely clearly done. Okay, no mold lines going down, and so we've got our full one and then our parts for the open. So like I said before, we have the mask sets, which will come in really handy doing that, and then we move on to the decals. So just bear with me just while I open these ones up. Oh look, okay, they look really nice in register by the looks of it, and again, you won't really know until you put it down. And then we've got a little bit of photo etch for harnesses and for the actual torpedo. So that's Hobby Boss's, I'll move these lights out again, sorry about that. The Hobby Boss Devastator looks really, really nice. That's the only problem I can envision with this, would be that leading edge where you've got to get rid of the seam with those corrugated bits. But if you take your time, you shouldn't have an issue with that, I would have thought. But other than that, I mean, for 35 quid, I think you're getting a really, really nice model. Or 35 quid or thereabouts. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.